right, welcome back to Advice from the Road. We've got a little bit more time here before we get into some heavier traffic. So I'm just going to kind of throw some nuggets out there for you about maybe to spark some thoughts or some discussion. Did you know that there are more people turning 65 right now than ever before in history? Did you know the fastest growing segment of the population are people that are older than 100? It's true. Did you know that if somebody is alive, a married couple that's 65 or older today, they have a 90% chance of one of them living to 95 or longer? They've got a 65% chance of one of them living to 100, or both of them living to 100. So longevity is a big issue in planning. That's why we tell people make sure that your money is going to last as long as you do. And if you don't have a guarantee that your money is going to last as long as you do, we can help you get one. When it comes to life insurance, did you know 99% of term life policies don't ever pay out? That's because people outlive them. Or fortunately, they outlive them. I mean, the goal is to not use your life insurance policy, but most people outlive them, or they cancel the policy, or they replace them, or change them. So 99% of them don't ever pay out. And when people talk about life insurance companies making all this money, or insurance companies making all this money, they make a lot of money on term life insurance. Because think about it, if you're paying $100 a month, that money is going into their pocket, and they're pretty sure that you're not going to die sooner than you're supposed to, so they keep all that. Fortunately, you're alive. You want to outlive your life policy. But term insurance is like renting. You can get a lot of coverage for a little amount of money, but more than likely you will have nothing to show for it in the end. But it has its place, and that's the majority of what we do. Again, previously I've said find the right amount, and the policy takes care of itself. It doesn't matter what kind of policy you have as long as it's enforced when you need it. But the other part, other type of life insurance you may have heard about is called permanent insurance or whole life insurance. That's like, it's an asset. It's like owning your house. Now, if you're getting $1 million of term insurance or $1 million of whole life insurance, the whole life is going to cost you a lot more, because the premium will never go up, the cash value will never go down, the death benefit is always there. There's guarantees that are built into the policy. Cash values are guaranteed in a lot of these. The money is accessible, oftentimes on a very tax-favored status. So there's a lot of living benefits to it, and that's why it costs more. You want to be sure. I don't know if you really probably can't guarantee you're never going to need life insurance. So having some form of permanent insurance, I think, does have its place. The other, you had universal life and variable life. Universal life, that's kind of a hybrid. I mean, you can fluctuate the payments on it, but honestly, I've done 2 universal life policies in 22 years. Doesn't mean I haven't talked about them, but the reason I haven't done a lot of them is I've seen a lot of people, a lot of other clients, they don't keep the policy, and they don't feed it well, so it ends up just blowing up, and they spent a whole lot more than they should have. They probably should have just bought term insurance if they were just going to pay the bare minimum. But universal life, you can structure pretty well, and it'll do a good job for you. So, I'm not sure if anybody still does much variable life right now. That's a whole different ball of wax. Frankly, I'm not a real big fan of it because I think it's confusing for clients. So, hopefully, this helped a little bit. If you like it, share it. Please introduce us to your friends and family and those that you care about, and we'll help them as best we can. Thanks a lot.